All right, you already know what it is, Fourth Quarter Boys Sports. It is me, the illustrious one, Professor Lake, in the building, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Be a Fourth Quarter Boy for life. Hit that notification icon, get notified every time I flip out a video, man. So today we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears and potential draft picks that the Chicago Bears might select. So a lot of guys are overlooking one room. We talked about the wide receivers. A lot of guys are ultra focused on the offensive line and the talent that left out the defensive room, but no one's talking about the tight ends and how the tight end position can help out Justin Fields in his development and being a security blanket and just having some talent on the field at that position to threaten defenses. So we're going to talk about some guys today that I think the Bears may have a shot at getting in the late second round, third or fourth round. There's not a whole lot of tight end talent out there that I feel the Bears should really take a chance on in the second round, but maybe the third or fourth round, depending on what's left on the board. But these are some guys I think that Ryan Poles would be interested in. So today we're going to talk about Greg Dulcich from UCLA. We're going to talk about Isaiah Likely from Coastal Carolina. We're going to talk about Jeremy Ruckert from Ohio State. And we're going to talk about Jalen Weidemeyer from Texas A&M. So let's jump right into it. So the first tight end we're going to talk about is Jalen Weidemeyer out of Texas A&M. He's 6'4", 255 pounds. There is no time for the 40-yard dash. I like his athletic ability. I think he has great size. He's a good route runner who has 3-down starting potential. Wydermyer has had some drops, and I think that might drop him down in the draft. Hopefully the Bears will have an opportunity to take a look at Jalen Weidemeyer in the second round. He may not drop that far. He does have decent athletic ability, nice size, and I think he could be turned into a 3-down player. A guy that could be used in the running game and the passing game. This last season, he played 12 games. He had 40 receptions for 515 yards and 4 touchdowns. He averaged 42.92 yards per game last season. He has good size, speed, and athleticism, and I definitely think he could be a 3-down tight end in the NFL. It's definitely a guy the Bears need to take a look at. So the next tight end I want to talk about is Greg Dulcich, tight end out of UCLA, 6'4", 243 pounds. He ran the 40-yard dash in 4.65 seconds. He came from being a walk-on for the Bruins to ultimately being a starter for the Bruins. The last season in 2021, he had 42 receptions for 725 yards and 5 touchdowns. He also had 5 touchdowns in the previous season. He has nice route running ability. He's also a guy that could become a 3-down starter for the Chicago Bears. Now, if you want to bring somebody into the team that Justin Fields is familiar with and has made some big plays with, why not look at Jeremy Ruckert? He's a guy that you could get out the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. He's 6'5", 252 pounds. He ran the 40 in 4.75 seconds. This last season, he wasn't very productive. He had 26 receptions for 309 yards and 3 touchdowns. But depending on the quarterback he's playing with, he could probably see more production. When you're playing at Ohio State and you're competing with Garrett Wilson and Olave for Justin Fields to throw you the ball, it's going to be a lot of competition out there, and you better be open. Looking at his tape, I think he has the size and skill set and speed to be a starting tight end in the NFL with the right coaching. The next tight end I'd like to talk about is Isaiah Likely out of Coastal Carolina, 6'4", 245 pounds. He ran the 40 in 4.65 seconds. Likely is a pretty good receiving tight end. They say at the Senior Bowl he had a pretty solid week. I would personally like to see Likely get a little bit more stout so he could become a better blocker and develop the skill set to be a better blocker and be a 3-down starter. In my opinion, he's not really a tight end. He's more like a big receiver. He has that quickness and athleticism to beat linebackers and strong safeties and nickel backs. If you're looking for a player that can help out Justin Fields in the passing game, and you're also drafting another wide receiver, it could also be a perfect combination to threaten NFL defenses. All right, so that's what it is. So, in the draft, I'm sure these are things that Ryan Poles is evaluating right now. How is he going to go about winning the draft? I'm sure there's going to be trades back to get more picks in later rounds. I also believe that just as we think that Justin Fields needs receivers and linemen to help, tight ends are also very valuable to a young and developing quarterback. So the guys I mentioned above are pretty good at running routes, but some of the guys are double-breasted and can also be developed into good run blockers as well and pass protectors. So tell me what you think, man. We could go wide receiver, we could go guard, we could go tight end. The run on tight ends, it's pretty slim pickings right now. So you might want to take one of the best guys in the tight end room if they happen to fall down in the draft. Doesn't seem like a lot of demand this year or a lot of draftable talent, but we'll see how it goes. The guy I want to see play for the Bears, Jeremy Ruckert. Not that he's the most talented, not that he's the best tight end in the draft. We all know this. But I think with familiarity, I think you could breed success. And I also believe he'll be good in the running game. I think he could develop into a even more reliable threat in the passing game as his career grows on. But this is something a lot of people aren't talking about. What about the Chicago Bears tight end room? So let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section. You already know what it is. Fourth Quarter Boys Sports. It is me, the illustrious one, Professor Lake, signing out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Be a Fourth Quarter Boy for life. Holla at your boy, man. I'm out.